Hi, this is Bob with US Air Filtration, and today I'd like to answer a question that we're often asked, and that is, when is it time to change our filters? The answer to this question isn't always obvious, and so today we're going to discuss several key indicators and considerations that should be taken into account to answer this question. But first, let's review the two main reasons why we would need to change filters. One is the filters become compromised in some way. It has a hole or tear that allows the dust-laden air to go right through without being filtered. The second is that the filter media has gotten entrained with dust and plugged up, not allowing airflow to go through at the normal rate. Okay, now let's look at the indicators. This may seem obvious, but the first indicator is if you see dust coming out of the clean side of the collector. This means you likely either have a hole in the filter or the filter seal has been compromised. You can find bad filters by conducting visual inspections. Sometimes the holes may be very small or hard to find. In these situations, you can find a leak by conducting a leak test. This is accomplished by introducing leak powder into the system. The powder will concentrate around any leaks and become visible under a black light. Call us to learn more how this product works. While damaged filters with holes or poor seal will leak dust, clogged filters do not leak dust. Instead, the dust becomes embedded into the fibers of the filter. This increases the resistance of airflow, which increases the differential pressure reading on your dust collector. Differential pressure is the difference in air pressure between the clean and dirty sides of the collector. A consistently higher differential pressure indicates that it is more difficult for the air to get through the filter media and usually means the filters are nearing the end of their lifespan. When you consistently see differential pressure readings of 6 or above, and they don't drop significantly during the collector's cleaning cycle, it's generally a sign that it's time to change your filters. Another indicator that points toward a filter change out is when your pickup points are not getting the suction you're used to seeing. It is the permanently entrained dust that causes the reduced airflow, and as we mentioned, the higher differential pressure. Let's discuss a few other considerations. As a general rule, it is better to change out all the filters in a collector than a few at a time. Airflow always follows the path of least resistance, and you can quickly wear out new filters if they are doing all the work in your collector. Some of our clients like to change out filters during scheduled plant shutdowns or on a maintenance schedule. Filters may have some life left, but this is a good option if the risk of having a problem before a scheduled shutdown is too great, or the predictability of the filter life is fairly certain. One final thing to consider is using a laboratory test to determine how much life remains in a set of filters. This testing is not common and is typically used only when the bag cost is substantial and there's a lack of history with the bag life, or there is some other unique problem that can't be otherwise solved. In most cases, the other mentioned indicators are sufficient to determine when to change out your filters. Another question that we're often asked is, how long do filters typically last? This is a really tough question to answer because there's so many different environmental factors that come into play. I've seen bags last anywhere from a few weeks up to 5 years or more, but on average, they typically last about 1 year. Here's a list of some of the factors that influence filter bag life. To find out more about these factors, or to talk to one of our experts to see if it's time for you to replace your filters, give us a call today.